Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to R.Madrid Hub again. I'm your host, Dr. Jota, and today is a very important day because we will be talking about Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland, because we have very good news for you all regarding to the French player and the Norwegian player. And the reason for that is because some of you all last night you dropped me several different private messages talking about a person who tweeted something in Twitter about Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland, and it was a very long thread regarding two different players of Real Madrid, and not only Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland. And some of you all wanted to know if this person is really reliable, and some of you all wanted to know, want me to explain what is going on with this guy. Who is this person? Is a journalist? Who is this account? I mean, what is this account that is confirming, is claiming that Kylian Mbappe is a done deal for Real Madrid, and Erling Haaland is a done deal as well for Real Madrid? Okay, so let me get into the details, because there are a bunch of stuff we have to explain about this thread, about this person, and about Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland. The first thing I have to say is that this person, although he's a journalist, apparently he's not working right now as a journalist. He's a person who is a triathlon athlete or something like that, is a fan from biking, things like that, but is not a person related to journalism. Is a person who claims that heard an audio about a very important person from Real Madrid, very close to Florentino Perez, and of course, when he was listening to the audio, he heard things about Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, and of course some more other names from Real Madrid. And he was explaining in this very long thread in Twitter what he had heard regarding to the future of all these players, right? So it's not only the Twitter thread that he wrote yesterday, is about the video that he uploaded to YouTube trying to explain, because all this thread went viral in Twitter in just a matter of hours. And of course, he forced himself to upload a YouTube video to explain a little bit more why he was talking about that when he is not a journalist, exercising as a journalist and things like that. So I was watching the video and he was explaining that it is true, he heard an audio from a person talking about Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland. So as far as Kylian Mbappe, he said that Real Madrid and Kylian Mbappe already have a pre-agreement. Everything has been signed, and whether this year or the next year, Real Madrid and Kylian Mbappe already signed a pre-agreement for the French player to play in Real Madrid. So the way he was confirming, the way he was claiming this information made me feel really, reliable. I think it's reliable enough. I think is a trustworthy person. So to me, it makes a lot of sense, because all the things he has said already, it is something that we heard before in different outlets and media in Spain. So to me, it makes a lot of sense to claim that Kylian Mbappe will play for Real Madrid. Well, he doesn't know is this year or the next year, because the pre-agreement is between Real Madrid and Kylian Mbappe, not between Real Madrid and PSG. That is the most important detail, because PSG might deny any single negotiation to Real Madrid for Kylian Mbappe, so everything might be screwed up and there would be completely destroyed, and then Kylian Mbappe would have to stay one more year in PSG. So the pre-agreement is between Real Madrid and Kylian Mbappe, and Kylian Mbappe is determined to play in Real Madrid as of the next year or even this summer. According to the experience, according to what this guy said in Twitter, Florentino Perez is strongly convinced that the president of PSG, Al-Khelaifi, will end negotiating for Kylian Mbappe with Real Madrid and will be flexible enough for us to sign Kylian Mbappe. So it's very optimistic in my opinion, but I don't know, because with these people from PSG, Qatar, and all these persons, it's not very simple. It's not as simple as you think, and it's always very difficult, and you never really know what is going to happen. So to me, as far as Kylian Mbappe, in my opinion, that is very true that Kylian Mbappe wants to play in Real Madrid, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if that is true, that he has already a pre-agreement with Real Madrid. So as far as Erling Haaland, he was, completely convinced that Erling Haaland will play in Real Madrid the next year. And of course, he said, as far as the Norwegian player, Real Madrid has already signed with the player, because apparently there's another pre-agreement signed between Real Madrid and Erling Haaland. And although he will play for Borussia Dortmund this season, next season Erling Haaland will play in Real Madrid. And apparently, man, this guy is very sure about all the things he's saying regarding to these players and Real Madrid. So to me, it makes a lot of sense to claim that Erling Haaland will play for Real Madrid, because he has refused a lot of good, better offers from different teams, especially the one from Chelsea, who was offering about 18 million net salary to Erling Haaland, and he said no, because he wants to play in Real Madrid alongside Kylian Mbappe, and because the project of Real Madrid is much more attractive than other teams' projects. And of course, as you have seen already, all the Premier League teams, such as Tottenham, Manchester United, Chelsea, and also Manchester City, are signing different players because they think Real Madrid are the front runners for signing Erling Haaland the next year. For example, Manchester United has signed to Jadon Sancho. Manchester City is going to sign to Harry Kane. Has already signed to Jack Grealish. Of course, Tottenham has signed to Lautaro Martinez. Chelsea has signed to Lukaku. So there's no reason for me to think otherwise. And I think that the reason why all these Premier League teams have already signed to different players is because they believe Real Madrid are the front runners to sign Erling Haaland the next year. So that is very good news when it comes to the attack of Real Madrid, because now we can rest assured that these players will play in Real Madrid as of 2022. Will play for Real Madrid and will play, of course, together, which is, of course, something that makes me really happy. So the point this weekend will be to see how Kylian Mbappe, after the game of PSG against Strasbourg tomorrow, Saturday, 9 p.m., will say something. What I don't know if what he's going to say is something in public or privately, but apparently, according to La Gazzetta dello Sport, Mbappe will talk to Al-Khelaifi, communicating that he wants to leave PSG and of course he wants to join Real Madrid. Apparently, all these things that have happened over the last 72 hours with the Leo Messi signing and all the beef and all the drama regarding to Kylian Mbappe, because nobody knew exactly what was the reaction of Kylian Mbappe to the signing of Leo Messi, has pushed in a certain way to Kylian Mbappe to do something. And what is he going to do is pretty much to communicate to PSG that he wants to leave the club right quick this next summer, not in 2022, this summer, because he wants to play in Real Madrid. And although Al-Khelaifi has been all the time stating that the player will stay, and now he doesn't have any excuse because he is surrounded by a very good bunch of players. Of course, there's no doubt about that, because you have to Neymar, you have to Messi, Berratti, Sergio Ramos, Ashraf, and all these players. It is really true that the player is strongly convinced to play in Real Madrid, and there's nothing he can do about that. There's nothing Al-Khelaifi can do about retaining Kylian Mbappe in PSG. Of course, Real Madrid will be there just watching and scanning and monitoring the situation, and as soon as they realize that the player has moved or has made a move to leave PSG, then Real Madrid will be ready to put all the money on the table, and apparently it's going to be about 150, 120, things like that, to pay and try to sign the player this summer for Real Madrid, because as you know, for Los Madridistas that will be very disappointing to hear that Kylian Mbappe will come the next year and not this year, which is of course the most important for us, because if we want to be competitive enough, we need players like Kylian Mbappe. And of course, I don't have to tell you how important it is for Los Madridistas to be again happy and to be excited about something. And of course, the signings and the new players have always been a very important source of happiness for Los Madridistas. So let's see what happens. But apparently, according to Emilio Moreno, the thread from Twitter is very reliable, is very true, and to me, it doesn't. There's no flaws in this statement, and in my opinion, it is something that we are going to hear very soon. So let's see what happens. Stay tuned in the channel and see how Kylian Mbappe becomes another Real Madrid player.